that been in the field, so there ain't no question that we don't ask them that they can't answer.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So let's get right to it.
Well, first of all, we gotta go around the table of the experience, yourself included, Mr. So go around table.
Oh, yeah.
Well, first of all, hold on.
We start recording before we
recording right now.
Oh, we recording right now.
No, we just warming up right now.
You didn't even let me get
it. Warming up right now.
Am I on?
Oh, we on the air. We on the air. Quiet.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we back again in the honorary profession.
So basically, y'all, we just normally do our own intro. Then we ask the guests to introduce themselves, and then we jump right on in. So,
Okay, yeah.
We want to freestyle, have some fun. Set it off.
We back in the building. Welcome back to another episode of the Underrated Podcast. We chilling here at the Texture Unplugged. What should we call it? A special event? You know what I'm saying?
Barber battle.
Barber battle. You got your boy here. You know
Brawl
who it
for
is.
it all.
Mike Sauce, aka Maestro, aka the Great, aka these hands are ordained by the barber gods. But we got a special guest today. Let me grab and introduce yourself.
Okay. William Graham, Big Fundamentals in the building. I'm on production today.
Okay.
Because I had to give my spot up for this celebrity lineup right now.
That's what we do.
What I'm talking about?
That's what
We
do.
covering all. Matter of fact, we covering all four corners of North Carolina right now.
Right here.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So now we got some special guests who are going to introduce themselves one by one. So let's start with you, brother.
All right. Dino the Barber, aka Donnell Bryant, coming out of New Bern, North Carolina.
Okay.
I'm Aaron Norris on Instagram, Sheer Perfection.
All right.
I'm Razor Sharp Russ, last but not least. Biggest lion in the jungle.
Okay.
There you go.
But I'm willing to forsake my pride
Okay.
for the sake of the kingdom.
That's what I'm talking about. We're
Okay.
Yo, I hope they caught that nugget.
That's what I'm talking about. So we just want to hop in right into
Well, I'm
it.
hop right on it. You know, I want to have fun with this one, so I want to be able to, since we got barbers, so we can really ask some barber questions.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Well, first off, let me ask you this. I want each one of y'all to answer this question. Well, I was going to say about what made them start.
Yeah, that's it.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What brought y'all to your journey? What made you start barbering? What clicked and said, man, I'm going to be a barber and make it do what it do? When was that?
And I like to throw in there barber / becoming an entrepreneur. You know?
Yeah. Me, I know for myself, it was at the age of 10. It was at the age of 10, I went and got a haircut, and it was a lady barber. And I asked Miss Sudi what made her be a barber. Mm-hmm. And the first words out of her mouth was, barbering is an art. And see, I'm an artist. I loved art already.
Right.
At the age of 10. So when she said that, everything else she said was like Charlie Brown.
Right.
That art thing, barbering and art. I started thinking, okay, so I can draw in somebody's head with a clipper. Mm-hmm. That was my initial thought. And from that moment of leaving the barbershop, I got two little brothers. I found these little clippers my dad had, started making lines in their head and never turned back. Wow. That was 39 years ago.
39 years ago. History, y'all hear me?
This is amazing what them little, we all, and I know we're going to probably hear it again, Walls and all the other discount stores owe us some money, owe the industry some money, because we all don't start off with some kind of
them black and white
Somebody said the other day about the angle guard. Yeah, they don't have a level on it. You had to use the butter knife to keep sliding
up. Yeah. And you did everything with it too. You fade, cut, edge up, everything with that one clipper.
It was years later before I learned about trimmers and all that. Man, I got trimmers in my hand. Oh my gosh.
I used to use my dad's Skylines to edge me up.
Skylines.
Well, same question go to you, Sheer Profession.
Okay, so I mean, I started off at a young age as well. But
You're still young.
You're still
No, I mean, I started off when I was in middle school too. I started off when I was in middle school too, but I didn't really realize it until I was in college. So I was cutting on I played soccer in college. I don't know if y'all knew that, but that's where the whole, European, soccer, football, things like, so that's where all that came from. But that's kind of where I realized it. So like, you know, just being in the dorms, cutting all the fellas, basketball team, baseball, my own teammates, and just having that community, filling up the hallways, everybody in the hallway, hanging out, laughing, talking trash, you know, outside of practice, games and stuff like that. I mean, it was just a way to bring all the guys together. And I very much enjoyed that environment. And I want to say once I graduated college, you know, I went to school for graphic design, and once I kind of got in that field and was behind a desk, I knew that's not what I wanted to do. And it was put in my head by one of my guys. Like, one of the guys was like, "Hey, Aaron, like, why are you even here, bro? Why aren't you in barber school somewhere?"
Right.
And I was like, "Well, you know, I'm here for this." And then one of my guys stepped in and was like, "Man, you can't make any money being a barber. Like, you can't support a family off being a barber."
Right.
So that subconsciously kind of stuck in my head for a little while. And you know,
So did it hinder you from going?
it hindered me.
Okay.
So about 2 years after I graduated, I was kind of bouncing around from jobs, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. But in my head, I was like, dang, what's one thing that I absolutely enjoy? What's one thing that I never mind doing? And it was always hooking up the fellas and always getting everybody around to, you know, talk some trash and, you know, giving out haircuts, man, getting everybody fresh. And so that was when I came across a couple guys, and I ended up coming across Mr. Graham.
All right.
Mr. Graham actually know my hometown barber, Fox.
Okay.
I went to school with him. But yeah, man, I enrolled and I got in there. So.
How old were you?
Dang, I was like 23, 24.
23,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was about 2 years out of 2 years out of college.
Okay. How old were you at Emmy now? I forgot to ask. How old were you when that time for you?
It was that 10 years old.
Oh, at 10, that's right. You
I
said
didn't-
10.
I
Okay.
did not put it down after that.
So 10, 23, okay, that's when it started. All right, Mr. Russ, though. Same question to you, brother. Same question
Shot,
to
man. Look at
you.
the shot.
Yes, sir. All right.
Well, I really started at the young age of 13.
Okay.
I think we had that discussion. But I like to tap into what keeps me motivated. And it's the mentality or the reminder to myself of why I started. It was, I wanted to make sure that I could be the best at what I was doing and always striving to be better.
Right.
Because we're always becoming in this industry. If you feel like you know it all, you don't know enough.
You don't know nothing.
You see what I'm saying? And so my thing was, I wanted to make sure that I wanted to be the best I could possibly be. And I'm still striving. And that's why I'm still in the industry now.
Okay.
And so
Yeah. How many years you were
Yeah, how
saying?
many years? Yeah, how many years?
Legal, how do you want?
legally or illegally, still, nobody ever know.
Hey, but how you get so smooth though? Man?
That's what I
Like,
mean.
this man's smooth right now. He real smooth,
What you
man.
tell
He's
them? What
smooth
you
right
talking
now.
about?
See, my dad is the smoothest.
I know that.
Okay.
And so by nature, I gotta be number two.
Okay.
Nice,
You know what I'm
nice,
saying?
nice,
And
nice.
so it's inherited.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
It's in the blood.
Yeah,
It's in the
definitely.
blood, man. Okay, man.
So yeah, I've been a licensed barber for maybe 28, 29 years.
Yeah,
So
29,
yeah, so
okay.
starting at 13, you're looking at 28, 29 to 18. That's another 6, 7 years. So that's about 35 years.
Crazy.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's well over 100 years experience sitting at this
at
table
this
right now.
table. Over.
Over.
I'm only licensed for like 3.5. man.
Still,
You've been bootlegging for a minute.
look at how far you progressed in the industry in that short amount of time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That puts you amongst legends already.
Right.
Tell you.
You're legendary.
You got more to go. You got
I'm
more to
bumping
go.
elbows with
More to
Euro.
go.
Yeah, with Euro.
I'm bumping elbows with Euro.
We all deserve our flower. Everybody deserves our flowers.
For sure.
Okay, go
All
ahead.
right, so
Graham,
next
fill out your
question.
questions,
So, all right, so we already answered about any prior experience in the industry at the time, like your family, friends, or what have you. So tell us about this, since we are a school podcast, right? Can you tell us your barber school experience and what was your biggest takeaway, good or bad?
Good and bad.
Good and bad.
Yeah.
And don't be shy.
Yeah. We don't hold back.
hold
here.
that-
Nah, hey.
We don't hold back. We don't hold back.
Do I need to walk away?
We don't hold back. Hey, we don't hold let it all out, man.
I can walk away if you need me to.
Hey, you funny, man. You real funny, man. You real funny.
You don't know who y'all can help by doing it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I
Somebody
can
that
say
y'all can help.
I'm an instructor today because of the experience that I dealt with in school. And, you know, God bless his soul, but the instructor, he was one that didn't really care for people who already knew the craft or had a sense of the craft. Instead of embracing and to mold you, you know, and you know what I was thinking of more family type way.
Right.
You know, it was like a hate thing going on.
Right.
You know? And then the area that I come from, so he treated us, you know, real tough. You know, it was real bad, man.
Glad it didn't deter you, bro.
Yeah, and it took me 5 years to finish a 9-month course. You see what I'm saying? That's how bad it was.
Say that again.
Yeah, it took me 5 years to finish a 9-month course.
Probably because of the energy that he was giving to you. Because when you first got the energy from the lady that you got your bug from about barbering, that energy like corrupted the guy's energy corrupted that of you, and it took because he was an elder to you. So you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, just like she was an elder to you.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? And he dimmed that light for you. But you got it back. But you got it back
That
though.
was my thing. That's where I came up with, you know, Can't Stop, Won't Stop.
Yeah.
Before Puffy and Biggie and all them stuff.
Yeah.
But that was my
y'all owe him
ambition.
some money.
That,
Y'all owe him some
that was
money,
my
y'all.
drive because of the fact that he was trying everything in his powers to make me quit, to make me give up. And despite, you know, dealing with some of the toughest times in my life, I was going through a divorce, I was getting, you know, custody of my kids, and he had no empathy or sympathy for nothing at all. It was all about the money.
Right.
And if you didn't have that money, that would put you in a position of being kicked out of school. And being kicked out of school, that put me back into the streets. Trying to, you know, now that goes to probation, being locked up. Now, you know, and it kept extending that type thing. So when you get back in school, it was always just, okay, now I need to show up to get this paper. But at the same time, it wasn't now wanting to take the knowledge in because he wasn't given the knowledge. It was more of a discipline type thing.
Yeah.
That made you so strong. Like the Most High took you through that, bro, to make you who you are today.
Yeah.
I know that made you so strong right there.
It did.
Do it. Everything I'm talking about with all the other stuff that you had, that personal stuff that was going on top of trying to do right, trying to be better. You get what I'm saying?
I wasn't gonna give up. You know, I wasn't gonna give up. And I said, you know, if I ever became an instructor, I would make sure that I do not go in militant. I would make sure that I do have empathy and sympathy to understand my students and not be on a level where my students can never approach me.
Yeah.
I always want to be approachable.
Yeah.
And that's been my main drive going through. I drive my school off of experience.
right.
You know?
Man.
Yeah, we go with my ladies, but also more so experience that, you know, I drive it through. But that was,
Hey, we got y'all today. Y'all is
Well,
not ready for us.
That was
ready. I was ready.
Y'all is not ready.
That was deep, man.
Y'all is not ready for all these love that's coming on today. These love is coming through these speakers, man. Y'all ain't ready for all this love.
Yeah, I was going to say North Carolina finals, but we about to say worldwide finals.
Globally, baby. We global, international.
finals.
International.
This is global right now.
International.
Yes.
Yes.
So now we're going to switch. Speaking of global, we're going to go the young global right here. So we're going to go to your YG.
Oh man, I got all kinds of names today. All right.
The main one is you the man. The main one is you the man.
All right. So you know, I got three little quick stories. I got three quick ones.
Go
All right.
ahead, do your thing.
So the first one, the first day of class, Mr. Graham, he had us in there, and he was like, "All right, who know how to cut hair?" So ain't nobody raised their hand. And then he was like, "Come on now, who been cutting before? Who know how to cut? Who think they know how to cut hair?" So we rose our hand.
Yeah.
I think I went up kind of first, and he was like, "All right, we're gonna go to the floor real quick and do a haircut." I was like, man, I got in there, man, and it was this older gentleman, man. I picked up them clippers, bro, and I was just like, everybody was watching me, man. I was like, oh nah, but you know, as soon as I started going through it, man, that was it. Second story was you know, me pushing the hairline back.
Oh, we all did that.
I pushed the hairline back. Remember, it was Dia's mom.
Oh yeah.
Oh, somebody mom and the class.
So let me say this. Mr. Graham,
We say sorry here.
Mr. Graham kind of treated me as like a TA because I had a little experience.
Yeah, right.
And so I was thinking to myself like, all right, I'm one of the best in here. I gotta make sure I'm doing my thing.
Right.
A women's haircut came in. Of course, we went over to class and everything, and she was like, "Yeah, keep my edges soft. Don't push my hairline back." To me, when she said, "Don't push my hairline back," I automatically always just think about the front, the box.
Okay.
That's what I think about every
Just the
time.
box right here?
Just the box. Just the box.
Okay.
And so, I understand, masculine shapes. You want to, sharp with women, more soft, rounded edges, more natural.
Right.
But man, I went in that mug and I sharpened that joint up, boy, around the C cup.
Cause you trying to show some love.
I was trying to show her some love, man. Like, I killed the cut, and I turned around. I turned around in the mirror. I was like, yeah. I was like, what you think? I know you like this. She looked. She said, hold on, hold on, Mr. Graham. Man, everybody in the classroom, woo, right there on us. And man, Mr. Grant came out. He was like, "Oh no!" He came in there, and I ended up pushing her C cup back to make it sharp.
Yeah. Oh
basically.
my God.
Yeah. So that was one, and then I'll probably say the one that really stuck with me the most was Mr. Grant he had a speaker in, but I think Mr. Graham had ended up saying this part because I always think Mr. Graham, the highest of Mr. Graham, my instructor and stuff like that. But Mr. Graham, he said something one day, and he was like, "You'll never reach outside of the 5-mile radius if you don't market yourself. You have to market yourself in this industry. If you want to make money, you got to learn how to cut all different types of hair, and you got to market yourself. Put yourself out there, and that's how things are going to happen. That's how you can connect, and that's how you get your name out there. If you don't, then you're going to stay in that 5-10 mile radius. You won't grow. And that right there, as a graphic design and minor in marketing in college, that right there stuck with me. Market yourself. You got to put yourself out there. So that's when I started just doing videos and stuff like that. So that right there really stuck with me.
He tricked the school out, boy. He bringing stuff in there. I was like, yeah, no. He has
That's why you got all this.
That's why he inspired me
because of him.
Thanks to sheer perfection.
Exactly.
All look around the sheer perfection.
You used to call me Hollywood back in the Hollywood. Hollywood, man.
AKA.
And what did I do? I put you right on the very first, right front. I want everybody to see when they come in.
That also shows too that like starting when you first went in school and Mr. Graham told you how to raise your hand, you were scared, but you still did it. There's some people that would have been scared, probably wouldn't even raise their hand. Some people didn't raise their hand. You got to be able to jump out there in this field right here, man. You can't be scared. You got to have guts. You get what I'm saying? If you ain't got no guts, you ain't got nothing. You get what I'm saying? What talking about things say? Oh, like that is more word than more. You know what I'm saying? That's all we got. That's all we got for real. But like, that was.
But just to take you back, we always know what we got some other Eagles in here. What's the true color of the hair?
Green. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on to that.
I raised
Razor Russ. What's your takeaways from school? You know how we represent.
That's right. Y'all went to school together, dude.
Correct. The oldest historical black college in the state.
Okay.
Harris Barber College. And so what I learned at Harris that stuck with me the most was how to work with all walks of life. You'll have guys that are coming home from prison, like workforce development or some type of reformation, like making sure that they're being, I guess, acclimated back to society.
Right.
To a senior graduate from high school. To a guy that just lost his job that wants to get a new profession. To somebody else that quit college because they felt like they wanted to be an entrepreneur. For somebody who was a single mom who had 3 kids or 4, and they were all boys, and she was going every week to give them a haircut, and she was spending more money getting their haircut than she would get her own hair done.
Right.
And so it was so many different variables that when you look at it, it's like a guy may want a different profession just based off he wanted to free up some time to spend more time with his family.
Right.
And so now he had to take time away to go to school. But at the same time, the sacrifice was worth the reward in the end. So I just learned how to work well with others, just from all walks of life. I think living upstairs in the dorm,
Look at did y'all hear that? The barber school had a dorm. Come on, man. Barber school had a dorm.
nine rooms.
That's
With
crazy.
bunk beds.
It's
What
still
barber
going.
school you know got
Yeah,
dorms?
for sure.
What barber school you know got dorms?
Hey.
Nobody.
And it was oodles and noodles.
Yeah.
It was whatever, like
Hot plates.
McDonald's.
That
and
was
hot
that sacrifice
plates.
though.
For sure.
That was that
But
sacrifice.
it was rough though.
Yeah.
But I think it groomed us to be successful.
Right.
It groomed us to be better, saying if you grind now, you will see the payoff later. So the sacrifice versus the reward.
He go far back with HBC with me that we remember there was no AC in there.
None. Box being in the window.
Y'all thought I was making. Y'all thought students that listen thought I was making that up. I got somebody that thought you had no AC.
Box being in the window.
Box being in the
What year was
window.
that?
Door open up. I think it's 93.
Yeah, I finished 94.
93.
In the 94.
That's when I was born.
Yeah, that's when we had I asked that, right? Because I was at St. All. I was right around the corner. I was at St. All with the box on the box man in the window.
Yeah, I went to say no. My brother there, I don't know if you know Bryson Ward, and we'll talk about
I had a class for you.
There you go. There you go.
I'm about to go somewhere, man. I'm the Eagles and the Falcons, baby. You know what?
Alright, so we'll continue on. I know we already talked about we already had some good stories. So go ahead, go your one like that.
The one I ask all the time. This for all of y'all too, right? All the knowledge that you done acquired, you know what I'm saying, since you've been a barber, all the knowledge you done acquired, what will you tell? I'm waiting to hear yours too because you haven't been in as long as everybody else had. But so
You still got something to say.
but yeah, you got some stuff to tell them.
For sure.
Yeah, but you see what I'm trying to say. Okay, what would you tell your student self, like now, like with all the information that you got in you now, everything that you done acquired, what would you tell your student self right now?
I think I would tell my student self to tell my student self. I think I would tell my student self to
You ain't gotta rush, think on it, baby, because it's deep now. Deep. It's deep now.
You want us to go down the line and come back to you?
You can think about it, because that's a real question, bro. Because like this is gonna be really though. Y'all gonna wait till we get to this right here. This is gonna be really. But go on down the line. Go on down the line.
Yeah. Because mine is probably pretty short. I mean, you already know man.
But still,
Nah, so-
everything that you done accomplished there since in a short time,
Yeah, what you
and
talk
still
about.
got
You know
more,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
Like I want you to put the fire in some of these students right here. You get what I'm saying?
people
The students
watching.
that's already there and the people that's watching.
I ain't been to Europe.
So,
I ain't been to London.
either.
all right, so I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say,
Europe.
yeah.
I love it.
So I'm gonna say, make sure you learn the shears. Make sure you learn how to do the section. I know that stuff's boring. Everybody want to get to the clipper work, but learn how to pick up that blow dryer and use that round brush. Learn how to style the hair. Learn how to work with different types of hair. Get into it. You know what I mean? Not only are you cutting your own money out,
Right.
but the more experience you have with cutting more hair, the more people you can get in your chair, which means the more opportunity you have going different places.
The more you know, the more you grow.
Right. And the only one of the only reasons why I'm out in England anyway is, not the social media stuff, right? I put that stuff out, but it's the skill level. It's this guy only knows how to do a fade. We're not gonna bring him out here.
Right.
But this guy knows how to do video. He knows how to fade. He knows how to do shears. He knows how to style the hair. You know what I mean? That's
4-in-1.
you have to have more notches on that belt.
Yeah.
So try to put as many notches on that belt before you get out of barber school.
All right,
So,
all right.
And I would say, just to answer, it kind of triggers something there.
Okay, go ahead.
But I would say, take the information. Don't take it for granted.
Don't take it for granted.
Don't take the book information.
The theory part.
The theory part. Like I say, no matter how long you have been cutting or how much you think you know going in, if you've been, cutting in the kitchen,
Right.
or in the backyard on the porch, whatever.
Right.
No matter how much you think you know, do not go in thinking I just need to get this paper.
Right.
Because after the fact, you skip shears, you skip parting, you skip relaxers, you skip the chemical side.
Right.
And so here it is, you got to go and re-educate yourself, and you had it in front of you
The whole time.
But here it is 10, 15, 20 years later, because now I go to Graham class,
Right.
the first instructor's course, and now he hit us with, this is what we got to be doing as instructor. I'm like, okay. So I need to learn the anatomy, the whole anatomy. I got to know all that.
Yeah.
But it was there 20 years prior.
Yeah.
I just didn't take it serious.
Right.
I took it for granted. So I would say, don't take that information for granted.
Man, that was good.
That's
Man,
what I
we
would
is
tell my
getting
younger
to
son.
it today.
Yeah,
The
sure.
meat in the potatoes, baby. Come on, man. Y'all know what we do around here, man. We is doing it. Look, we got another one, man. We is getting to it today.
Yeah,
Look, it's a bunch of love that's oozing out here. We giving away a lot of love today for free.
Yeah.
And all you haters that's out there, look. We all got applications for you, but we need haters. We need you. So we got applications for y'all. We got applications for all y'all. You know what I'm saying?
That's my shooter right
Hey,
there.
yeah. We're gonna take it on to Russ though. Let him answer the same question though.
So I'm gonna go a different way, because what I said previously, because we was on on the podcast, I said match the gas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I could say, don't be smoking that gas.
Got you.
'Cause
Got you.
that'll make you lazy.
Yes, sir.
Make you stagnant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go a whole different lane with it. I was talking to one of my mans, and he told me this story.
Okay.
He said he went with his girl to a cookout, to a family reunion, and they went down there, and he met his peoples. And so she got her family there, her parents are there, they there. She make his plate, he being respectful.
Right.
Go ahead and throw down. They got the
Right.
good.
Right. Yeah.
So he eating, he got the cabbage, the collards, mac and cheese,
Yeah.
fried
Get me
chicken.
hungry.
Yeah.
Right?
Fried, lunchtime. So he sees that the future in-laws are looking at him. He's enjoying himself. He's smiling.
Yeah.
Didn't really wipe his mouth because he was getting busy.
Right.
He said, but the mother-in-law to be kept looking at him, and he, to the point where he got nervous.
Okay.
And he said, "Ma'am, is there anything wrong?" And she said, "Are you finished?" He said, "Yes, ma'am." And she looked down and said, "Are you finished with that food?" He said, "Yes, ma'am." And she said, "I know you can't be finished because there's still some meat on that bone." Now the thing about it is, as much as we've been through the Milady textbook,
Yeah.
there's still some meat on that bone.
It's still some meat on the bone.
Ain't no way you can say you're an educator or you're educated enough to just be staying in one lane. You have to be able to go through the book to be able to be. Oh,
I got
good.
I be the same way.
I
know you're good. I'm
I be the same way. Graham got to tell me to stop eating on the table too.
Go back to the meat. Go ahead.
little preacher / pastor.
Go ahead.
Go to the beat now.
So now the thing was, in that textbook, you got so many different lanes to pick, but at the same time, you got to match the gas, but you can't leave meat on the bone.
Right. You can't leave me.
You got to be, like my man just said, get into the shear work.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
There's so many ways that you can get into the haircut. You can't just be one way. You got to be multifaceted.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Multi-dimensional. You want to be able to attack a haircut in the same way that you attack that chicken bone.
There you go.
I'm talking about ain't no meat on it. You got to get it. You got to get it.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Hey,
Hey, that's coming from the biggest line in the jungle too, right?
Ain't no meat on the bone.
Ain't no meat on the bone.
Ain't no meat on the bone.
Hey,
no meat on the bone.
suck on that bone, man.
You
Get
got
all
the
that
pause.
off. The juice and everything. Don't let none hang out there. Then go bury it, and then unbury it, then dig it up, and drop bite on it some more.
Get that marrow out of
Get
there.
that marrow on
Get that marrow on out of there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so with that being said, all right, so another question. What would you say one of your proudest and finest moments as a barber?
Yeah. Any one of y'all can start first, you know what I'm saying?
And so far, because we know there's going to be so much more.
We still growing.
So far. I would say for me as in
2020. Y'all can look at it for barbers and instructors. Y'all got to answer the question.
It's different.
Yeah, so I would say instructor-wise, it was more so winning the educator of the year at the college, at the school, because it was it was a black cloud over the barbering program for some other reason prior to me coming. But it was always talk, so much talk down on it and talking about the barbering profession, period. They didn't look at it as a respected profession, and the amount of time that I had been there and the turn and change that I had proved through the program to be able to win that award. I knew that I had arrived at that point because this was nothing that somebody just give you.
Right.
This went through a board of trustees, through the college, through the city. This was deeper than just a few people in the classroom making a decision.
Right.
So I knew then that I had kind of, had arrived. That was like I say, and the instructors,
It was well deserved.
Yeah.
Now, what about barber wise? What was your finest moment or moment you're most proud of? If you could pick
my
one.
most proud of moment, and it may seem cliche, is connecting with you. And being honest, because again, before connecting with you, I always felt and taught, I treated the barbering game as a hustle. I always treated it as a hustle. But when I met you, you showed me that this was a real profession. And a switch went off in my head, and it never went. The fire got lit to a whole nother level, because it was times that I was feeling burnout. And when that burnout comes, you start thinking other jobs. I want to be a fireman. Yeah, I'm gonna go get a job here and that. But if you're a barber, you should never have to go outside of that barbering industry to get another type of income, unless you really chose to.
Right.
If you dedicate yourself to this and take as much as we have to offer away, it's so many, like you said, lanes,
So many avenues
that we can go down. So again, once I tapped into the professional side of the industry, it took off to a whole nother level. And again, just being with the hustle part was being in the little boxed area. Taking that ride for 12 weeks to come up here to Raleigh was a sacrifice. So I always tell people you got to take that, make a sacrifice somewhere along the line to get from good to great. In New Bern, everybody say I was good with cutting hair, but I knew I wanted to do more. I wanted to, be more. So when I connected with you, that was a game changer.
Hey man, hold on, man. Let me give Graham his flowers, man. Let me give Graham his
Oh,
flowers.
wait, anyways, you gotta go to the next person.
Come on, man. Look, he don't want to take it. He don't want to take it, man. But I'm not gonna get. I swear to
With a
God,
button
man.
for the hand clap.
It's
With a button for the hand clap.
Yeah, right.
But for real though, when I met him, it changed my life, man. Like even my students tell me I'm rough around the edges. I don't care. I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's you.
That's me. That's who I am. You know what I'm saying? But he taught me that I can be rough around the edges still, but business, like we got to focus on, like it's more to be done, man.
Turn it on and turn it off.
But yeah, when I met him, it taught me how to do that. So I ain't mean to, I want to give my man his flowers. Big fundamentals, man. Come
You
on,
need to
man.
take that big fundamentals. That's him. When I heard you first call him that big fundamentals,
That's him.
I said that's him all day. I said that is him.
That's him.
As soon as he said that name, I was like, oh yeah, he definitely turned around.
That's
Yeah.
big fundamentals.
All right, go ahead. It's on you now. My bad.
No, you good. Yeah. So, I mean, I would say one of the proudest moments, or, just that kind of hit me was, I'm going to say, like, walking around the stage. There's really two of them. But walking across the stage, to get, handed, hey, you finished barber school, you're out of here. And then, Mr. G was just like, hey, man, I hate to see you get out of here, man, but I know you're gonna do some big things. And then like him always encouraging, you know what I mean? You get joked on in school a lot for being different and stuff, but you know, him just kind of having those words like that, and then say that at the end when you finish, like man, I already know you're gonna do something.
Yeah,
so it's just like, man, I'm getting the chills thinking about it. You know, saying it right now, but you know that, and then just another time where I was actually out in London and we was shooting a video. There was a moment, you know, we were setting everything up. There was a moment where the model went to go do something, my camera guy, he went to go do something, and I was just sitting in there by myself. And I was just sitting there and I was just like, damn, I'm in London right now, you know what I mean? Like,
Barbering.
yeah, like, it was just, all the thoughts, man, everything that it just hit me, man. I ain't gonna say I teared up, because I ain't tear up.
You're gonna be hard right now.
I ain't tear up.
I can tear it up for you.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But, you know,
It's okay.
yeah.
big, man.
And so I'll probably say those are probably the two moments that I can, when I think about it, it just it bring everything back alive for me. So.
That's what's up.
I would say when I saw your pictures over there, I didn't never say nothing, but I guess our first time saying this, but I would say that you said I had chills when I saw you over there.
He teared up. He teared up. Probably cried.
I had chills.
Yeah.
But all you gonna get out of
Some of our students that we know we believe in and they went hard and they deserve everything we get. When we see them make it to those points, man,
It's
it
like
just,
that.
I tell you, man, it do something to the heart, bro.
Pull on them heartstrings,
It
man.
do something to the heart, man.
So
So that's
y'all be amazing. Students who, I guess, we say we hope that y'all experience one day if y'all ever decide to teach it, that's in your space, but it's nothing like seeing your students behind the chair. You know, it's nothing like seeing you pull up on them, see them behind the chair. Watch, you know, of course, you know, everybody say I'm guilty for not coming out. I'm gonna be outside a little more. I'm gonna come out a little more. But just seeing students, I mean, that never gets old for me. That's what makes it all worth the while for me. You know, that was something that was said yesterday that kind of bothered me. That I want to make sure that I was going to wait to another episode to address it. But my man talking about going global. He kind of downplay becoming short, so it make it sound like we just
He did kind of, but it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
He came from a genuine place, and
Right.
he said, but he kind of said it in a way of saying like that we became churches because we weren't successful in the other way.
Right.
And
That
that ain't
ain't
the
what
only
it's
reason
for.
why you become an instructor. So
But
I just
he-
wanted to clear that up. That it's an opportunity to be able to give the passion back and seeing it paying it forward, and then seeing people take the passion and running with it in their own lane. That to me is worth more than any 7 yachts.
Hey, Grant, I was back there with the chopper. I was getting ready to knock him down, but I knew that he was an important, you know,
He's an important guest.
He was an important guest.
Yeah.
So I
We
let
let
him live.
it live.
You feel?
All right, we're gonna move on. We're talking
Yeah, that's
about
and
this.
look,
Come on, now, you ready to go back to the episode? Hold on now, we're talking about okay. Hold on.
I was ready to chop him down. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we're gonna go to the next one.
All right, Mr. Smooth.
So I'm gonna piggyback off of what everybody just said.
Yeah.
Everybody was influenced through my man. Mr.
That's
Glenn.
right. That's my man.
That's a major key
Right.
on this panel.
Right.
So I cannot let it not go this way without
That's what's up.
Only to
addressing.
God be the
what's up,
glory,
bro.
man.
Hey,
Give my
That's
man his
what keep
flowers,
people off
man.
you. Going to God be the glory. There you go.
He stayed producer Eagles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
He stayed producer Eagles, and I consider myself to be an honorary Eagle.
You are
what's
Eagle.
up, man.
Because I went to the instructor's prep class.
Yes, sir.
And learned so much.
Yes, sir.
And so that was a blessing. But I think one of those key moments that you talked about was when I went to talk to the graduates. I came back and did a commencement speech for the graduates. And I thought that was like a mini full circle in my life.
Yes.
To go and be a graduate, then come back and talk to the graduates.
Yes, sir. Full circle.
I really thought that was dope. It was a great experience, a grand experience that my man put me on to, and I counted a blessing and a privilege just to be an Eagle.
Hey, man.
Y'all
Big
make
up
it
Mr.
equal.
Brown,
Y'all
man.
make it
Salute to
more
Mr. Brown, man.
Yeah, big salute,
I'm gonna
man.
force them flowers on you today, brother.
Yeah, because
You know
I
what
mean,
I'm
the
saying?
Eagle
Let's go. That's time to the next
some of my
question.
students trying to figure out.
Next
My
question,
students be
next
like, what you talking about, Eagle, Mr. B, this. They don't understand. Before,
Right.
you know, I came here and started teaching here.
Yeah.
that's where I was at. Like I said, I was one of the first graduates out of his very first instructor's program.
I didn't know that.
Hey, the very first one to pass the test to get a license.
Wow, he was the
He's
first
the
one.
first.
He didn't play no games.
I think I went to the second class.
Second or third class.
I think second or third class, but I didn't get him right away. You know what I'm saying?
You were hard-headed.
He told me that he was like, look, Saul, look, Saul, look. I love when they did like, you know, he take me and ready to build some more stuff. Man, we get ready to I have a barber school. You need to get your stuff now. I was like, all right. Sure enough, he got it. And I didn't have him. Though. But I went and I started taking him. I had to take it about 3 times now before I passed.
Oh, yeah.
I got it though.
You got it, though.
I got it though. You know what I'm saying?
He got it though. He told me dive right on in.
Another eagle.
He said, don't wait for the time to pass by. He said, dive right on in.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my whole thing. I went hard on studying. I disciplined myself to a whole nother level.
Me too.
I didn't even know I had in me.
Right.
But I knew I was going to go one time. I said, I got to go that one time.
Y'all shift over a little bit when my man Riddick come up in here.
For sure.
You know you got to bring Riddick in here. See if we can slide over a little bit. You say product of another eagle. Like I say, another eagle.
Another instructor. We gonna make sure we show the instructor some love.
Yes,
You coming right on time.
Yeah, you come right because I was getting ready to get into the wheel.
We got a couple more, then we go to the wheel.
Okay.
I'm good. Everybody good? So I'm loving this right now.
Let's go ahead and get him caught up to speed. So with the questions that we had.
Whenever you gotta go, just let us know. Give your exit. This the man right now.
Come on,
Let's get him caught up to speed to what the questions we asked.
Well, first of all, introduce yourself and then.
My name is Riddick. I'm the barber instructor at Baltimore Community College. Been barbering for 29 years. Been instructor since 2016. I'm proud to say I went on with Mr. G.
Just talking about that. See that one? Just talking about Keep it going.
I'm the proud owner of Uptown Barbers in Brayton Studio in Hoskin, North Carolina. Been doing well, and I love the craft.
That's it.
How long you been barbering?
How long?
29 years.
29.
Oh, I forgot you was in my class.
It's crazy. We were in the same barber school.
Yeah.
Then we went on.
Same
Same
class.
class.
That's crazy.
That's the stuff that the
It's right
story
here.
that makes it
This
fun.
panel right here
You
was
hear
supposed
things
to
like
happen.
that.
Just hearing everybody connected.
All right, so we just let him dive in on the questions.
Just dive in on the questions. That's what I was going to tell. I was going to ask him like I asked them, what made you what? Because I know I asked you this last night.
Right, okay.
I asked you this last night. You know what I'm saying? You tripped out on that. Graham, look.
I heard the recording.
We were having too much fun. But anyway, what when you first started? Like, what made you? What bug bit you? Saying, man, I'm gonna be a barber. This is what I'm gonna do.
Well, when I first started, way back when I was like 13, that's when I first started. We did our first barber battle. One guy in the town, my little town, was cutting hair. So he needed someone to challenge him.
Right.
So we were all in the room together, doing a barber battle inside the bedroom. And we supposed to have just continued on going. Okay, so I had an accident and I was right out of high school and had a head-on collision. The Lord gave me, another second chance in life.
Right.
So we in the hospital, my mom, she, lights getting, like I told you last night, lights getting cut off.
Right.
Water bill won't get paid.
Yeah.
So then she, water bill won't get paid. So I'm like,
She needs some money.
I know I have something inside of me.
Right.
Need some money.
Right.
I lost my leg or whatever. So I started back cutting. Then once I had the chance to go to school, I was like, hey, you know what? That's what I need to do. I need to go to, Harris Barber College.
Okay.
You're taking over.
You come here, but I'm telling you, you mess up, you'll burn the road up.
Just like that.
So I mean, and that's where my life started.
Okay.
I didn't know this. that I thought I was just cutting hair for the money, chasing the money. But all of a sudden, the passion came. And once I got that love for it, I sing where it can take me.
Sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit.
And I'm still learning.
And we do this, man. We do it like we doing it for TV. Y'all better understand, man.
We forever
Y'all
gonna
better
be
understand.
All right, so we're gonna do we'll do one last question. Okay. We do want to say something before you. Want to say something before you?
What's the last
Yeah, we're gonna do the last question for you. Yeah, the last question for you. So we're gonna say, what is your opinion, your thoughts of the industry, today, and where is the industry heading in your opinion?
In my honest opinion, I feel like the industry is headed for greatness because of guys like your role.
There it is.
Enough said.
Say no more. Bro, this young man, this young man needs to come away. So we appreciate you taking time with us.
Appreciate it,
We want
Russ.
to give you a hand
Appreciate it,
up.
Russ,
You want to give
man.
you a hand
Appreciate
up.
it.
You want to give anything? We'll say any last minute words. Anybody watching, listening, where they find you at and all that.
Show you your handle. Give me your
Follow
handle.
it's the underrated podcast.
There it is.
Enough said. Follow. This is greatness.
That's what's up. Appreciate it.
I'm the little guy on the totem pole.
Don't try
I'm
it.
just glad to be in the number. And I was brought here by OMG Lemonade.
In the building.
A plant-based drink. And it's a great product. I suggest y'all go follow her.
Very good.
Very great product.
Okay. Yeah. I'm also gonna need a
Love
free
it.
lemonade now for that free promotion. All right, I got yeah.
All right, here we go. Now, go down the line.
All right, so hey, So I'm gonna go.
I was playing.
I'm gonna go in a different direction, right? So like what he said, right? The stuff that I'm doing is, it's great, right?
Right.
But I also feel like that not everybody's gonna have that job to make it there. And I feel like, all the social media stuff is great, right? It makes the profession look dope. I mean, we cool, it look like we got money, we out here balling, we cutting hair, our job is fine. But at the same time, I think it does also send the wrong message to some of these guys out here. Like that's what they just think that it's just fun and you know what I mean? It's just lights, camera, action. I call it Instagram barbers. They see the Instagram barbers on there with the videos and
they doctor it up too.
And yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like it's a lot deeper than that, man. It's you fitting people in for a funeral, a wedding, around your schedule, around their schedule.
Right.
It's fitting in family members. Every family member, whenever you go to an event, hey man, you bring your clippers, man. You cut me when you get there. Every time.
Thank you.
It's the staying out late. Cutting hair to fit extra people in. You know what I mean? It's a lot more than like what we see on Instagram. And I think a lot of people, they see that, and then when they get into the actual shop and they cut, and they like, damn, man, my back hurt, my feet hurt, I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? I got hair all in my hands, my clothes and stuff all the time, hair in my eye.
Right.
Like I don't think that's what they see. So I mean, I think with social media is definitely getting a lot of people to jump into the industry, but then the industry is just going to funnel those few people out that's going
They really
you know
got
what
it.
I mean? Yeah, that really going to stick with it.
I agree with you. I agree.
So that's my take on that.
All right.
Yeah, and I would say that going forward with the barbering industry, I think we are continue to grow. We are growing. The thing is, with educators like us, I think we are the ones, and I always heard that it's small groups that change the world.
And you were educated too by way of your profession. You stand.
Yeah, definitely. He just did the class. He just did the class. Exactly. So I would say that we always will continue to be students, but I think through our experiences that we went through and things that we've done, we get to give it to these up and coming barbers on another level to really make them understand the truth of barbering and not to play around with it. If you're going to be in it, take it serious and give it your all, because you're going to have to. And I mean, we got to address all the right issues when it comes to being that barber if you're going to be in it longevity.
Right.
Because I mean, when it comes to relationships, that's one thing I do want to talk to y'all about too. If we can get on, because barbering can tear up some relationships.
Yeah.
You know, because you're so committed and the dedication. And I heard Russ say, you know, that was his fun place. That's where he enjoyed himself.
Right.
That was
my
healing
first.
for
That was
me.
my first love.
Yeah, and I can say that, you know, for me, I was a single father after, you know, going through the situation, but I felt that was part of my coping, being in that barber shop. And my kids, they was raised in the shop, so I didn't have a problem. They didn't have a problem. But we get now to turn this back to these students and really stress to them about the dangers of barbering and the good things when it comes to ergonomics. Like I said, I always tell my barbers, don't sit in no chairs in this school. You need to start developing your barber legs.
Right.
Because when you get out there, I mean, 1 and 2 heads, that's cool. But when you got 8 and 9 heads and 10 heads back to back,
Yes, sir.
and you don't have the right shoes on, now it's gonna bother you on a whole nother level mentally. So my thing is, I think with the mentality, with us being able to change these others' mentality other than making it look cool, yeah, we'll touch on that, but we're gonna tell you the real honest truth about barbering. And it ain't about just chasing the dollar, because if you're chasing the dollar, you're never gonna catch it. So we need to make sure that we get the knowledge and we continue to stress to them how important that knowledge is, and then get into the service side of the industry. If they tap into the service side of the industry, other than just trying to make it about cutting hair, you tap into the service side where that gap has been wide open for years. Now your income changes and you start making the money that you never expect to make, and you're not chasing it. People gonna always need services, so that money is gonna come and find you. If you got the solution to the people problem, this barbering industry can go so far in so many different lanes. So we just got to keep embracing it as educators, and make sure that we give them the true, honest, you know, just a barber, and not just like
We heard some round of applause out here, not back there, but over there. That's Miss G. She was
They ain't ready for us today, man. We killing it today, y'all. It's killing
we
it
can do
today,
24
man.
hours.
All right, what we got, Mr. Riddick? What you got, Mr. Riddick?
Moving on to Mr. Riddick.
I tell you, what I feel is has changed. When I first started, and I tell my students, and just like the ergonomics, they ask me all the time, it's really, you have one leg, how you stand up 14 hours?
Hey, look,
Ergonomics.
I was going to ask
that question too.
I mean, it came in my head. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And it's like gravity. I showed them my system, how I stand.
You showed them your what? Say that again.
My system.
You say that again one more time.
My system. My system.
My sister, baby. Okay, go ahead.
How you stand.
That's all you need. That's all
How
you
you
need.
put your 1 foot, not the whole foot in front of it, but staggering the foot. And you're still aligning your body.
Wow.
And how the chair, lifting up the chair.
Using that as a tool. Using that as a tool. That's a tool.
And I can stand at one spot for 14 hours. Now, I do have some issues with circulation because I would stand there for 14 hours and would not move. You know what I'm saying? That is my problem. You know what I'm saying? That's the system that I missed out.
Your system.
My system.
Got you.
Even though on the money part, when I ask the first question I ask my students when they come in to join my class, I ask them, how many people here come to this class to make money? Or how many people come here to be a barber?
There you go.
If they raise their hand for the money, I tell them, get the door.
You might as well
Because I'm wasting my
withdraw.
time.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Because I was chasing the money for I've been there.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
you've
so
been
I already
there.
know
Yeah.
where you're going, what's gonna happen. So, but most of them they don't believe it until they go through the program, found out, wow.
Cause you know we were hard-headed too, though. You know what I'm saying? We were hard-headed.
Yeah.
So we, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes
Sometimes we had to learn. We learned through experience.
Experience.
You get what I'm saying? So that's why some of these students they're gonna be hard-headed, even though we tell them, giving it to them. They still gonna do what they want to do. But so I just step back and let them do it because experience is gonna make them learn.
Like you said,
know what I'm saying?
that experience thing, what I always tell them, the best teacher in the world is applied experience.
That's it.
I don't care, hands down. If I can sit, I've been through something, you've been through something, we can teach somebody else and show them off of what we done went through, and they can learn from. Who else better can teach you? Them books. that ain't it.
And that's what I teach. I teach experience because I tell my students I have broken every rule in the barber industry.
Yeah, me too.
I have sat in front of the board. I have been crying in front by the board. I have been cutting with no lights and got caught. You know?
We're going to move on now. All right, so we're going to move on. This is being documented, so we're going to move on. So,
I got caught.
You got caught.
And I had
So
that was an experience.
Yeah, that's an experience. All right. So then we'll go this. We got some students that came around. All right. So maybe
I want to get to this wheel.
All right, we're gonna get to the wheel. But I just can't help it. I just gotta ask this one. We have a segment we do pop quiz, but I ain't gonna go through all the pop quiz questions. But I did want to ask one from the pop quiz. I ain't gonna take you back to theory now. Hold on. Not that pop quiz. Not that one. Not that one. Be nice on this one. All right, here we go. I'm just curious to hear this one. What is your current favorite haircutting style? Who want to start? Who want to start? Favorite haircutting style. Whoever want to start.
I would say at the moment my favorite haircutting style is beard sculpting. That's my favorite thing now. Beard sculpting. It's really going to a whole nother level.
Why? And why? What say what?
Because of the therapy part of it. I always present it as a beard therapy session because there's so many men out here with the beards, but everybody don't take care of their beard the proper way. So once I start educating them on how to take care of the beard and understanding the cleanliness that goes behind growth with the beard, I start seeing they start, preparing it the right way. You start to see the change. So when the beards start getting thicker, longer, I want to keep being able to be the one to add the character to the beard instead of just, some men walk around the beard just big. But when you add character to that beard, now it gives a whole nother look. And the individual, they really like it, so they stay coming back like every 2 or 3 weeks because everybody can't sculpt the beard.
Right.
Everybody can't sculpt the beard.
You're right. Well, I'm go-to gang, I'm go-to gang. That's 3 years. I can't grow no beard.
I can't go down there. I think I shaved. Nah, this is me. This is it.
But you can make it look good, though. But you can make it look good, though. You can make a beard look good, though. That's
I can make somebody look good, but I'm lost in the sauce. God skipped me in that area.
Who's next up? Who want to ask that?
All right, so I'll take it next. I ain't trying to throw nobody under the bus, age-wise, but since I'm a little bit younger in the game, I would probably say like these trendy, modern, like TikTok haircuts and stuff like that. And the only reason why is because,
what, shears mixed with the clippers?
Clippers and shear work, but like the styles and the haircuts that are coming out now, like the mullets and there's different types of mullets and like little burst fades and stuff like that.
The styling bird.
The creative stuff. It's starting to come back around. The vintage clothes. Everybody's starting to do that stuff again. So it's like, for me, it's like I want to try and stick with the trends and the modern stuff because that keeps me and my skills relevant for anybody who I'm trying to teach.
Right.
Like my next class that I'm gonna teach, I'm gonna make sure that I include like, hey, this is how you do like some of these TikTok haircuts. It's not hard. All you got to do is this, boom, boom.
Right.
So I think it's important, and that links me to that next generation of kids that's below me. So
we need you to pass on.
Stand with the time.
Especially pushing the shear. Especially pushing that shear thing. That's good.
Got you.
All right.
For me, my go-to haircut is what we teach, the taper. I know in my town, they want to take the taper all the way up to Parada Ridge. And I'm like, so I'm telling my students, it's a 3-step process. put the line in,
Boom.
take the line up.
Okay.
You don't have to spend 45 minutes on a tape.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of lean more towards the tape, because we have to prepare them for the businessman tape. You know, but it's not. So you can't go in there cutting a businessman tape like we wear our tape.
Yeah.
Right. No,
We don't have to burn the road up.
Yeah.
Burn the road up. Yeah, you tell burn the road up. Get out of my school.
And send it- Right.
Versus, like you say, the businessman tape.
And if you want to haircut, they got the police in there.
They should.
They got the popo. They got the popo waiting on you. If you want to haircut.
Alright, so spend the time.
Spin it.
Gotta move on. Gotta move on.
Let me get this spinner up. So we're gonna have y'all each spin it. Answer one of the questions. Ain't no crazy questions. Y'all think they're crazy questions, but wait till you hear them. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm gonna start with. Let me go start with sheer profession first. Go ahead and spin that thing one time.
All right, here we go.
Spin that one time. Oh, what you got? Boom. All right. Bam. All right, cool. All right. So check it. You can't have good without bad, right?
All right.
You can't have up without down. You can't have left without right.
Okay.
Can't have hot without cold, right?
All right.
So do you think that hot and cold are two different things?
And why? In your own words.
Do I think hot and cold are two different things?
Yes.
I mean, if we're talking about hot and cold water, yeah. Talking about heat, yeah.
Okay. Hot and
You know
cold,
what I'm saying?
two
AC, heat. I mean,
You think it's two
that's what
different
we talking about, right?
things? Yeah.
All right, man. I don't know what y'all got going on.
There's no more. Okay.
Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, they are two different things, man. You know,
You gotta go around. Let everybody answer.
But let everybody answer. Let me explain.
Let everybody answer. Then you.
Then I explain. Okay. You say yes.
Yeah.
All right. Do you think that hot and cold are two different things? Yes or no?
I do.
You do. You think they're two different things?
I know they're two different things.
You know they're two different things. Hold on. Hold that thought. Hold that thought.
Yeah, the molecules act different in them.
We in high school. Don't worry about it.
I'm getting scientific on you.
Okay, so y'all are saying that y'all think that the hot and cold are two different things. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I'm about to explain to y'all why they are not two different things, and y'all gonna see it and y'all gonna grasp it once I give it to you, right?
Okay.
The reason why hot and what makes them one thing is temperature. It's different degrees of one thing, and that's what life is. So that's the whole thing about it. That's the thing of life. Like it's different degrees of one thing, which is temperature, man. So I asked that question to say that we've been we've been on this end of the spectrum where we bad or we having a hard time, then we've been on this end of the spectrum where it's good. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different degrees of one thing. I'm like, I want to hit every rebuttal.
I'm not taking no cold shower. I'm gonna take a hot shower. It's two different
The
things.
same thing. It's different degrees, man, of temperature.
Yes,
That's
I
all it
understand
is.
that, but
It's different degrees of temperature.
the scientific fact of it, like I say, I know heat is going to expand and cold is going to retract.
But still hot and cold.
It's still one temperature that's going to make it expand or retract.
Right.
It's one temperature.
It's temperature, baby. All right. You know what I'm saying?
He got
That's
that
so
too.
simple. You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait to see other people agree.
Hold on.
He gave me the same thing. I was like,
All right. Go ahead, spin again.
Oh boy.
I got some up here now. I got some up here now. All right. Here we go. Boom. All right. That's a good one right here. What's the difference between liking your profession? Now, I want all of y'all to answer too now.
Okay.
What's the difference between liking your profession versus having a passion for your profession?
Right.
Ooh, that's easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say just liking something is just something that, again, you just like it. But when you have a passion for it, you're thinking about it all the time. You want to partake in it all the time. It never leaves your heart,
being.
you know?
Yeah.
It never leaves your being.
Yeah.
You know, just like you say, things that you love, you constantly think about it. You constantly, it's always there. And that's why, I think between liking something, you can make a decision of, I'll move on. But I cannot move on from barbering.
Well, you're passionate about it.
Because I'm so passionate about it.
There it is.
I can't move on from it.
There it
And
is.
will not.
All right.
I'm gonna hit y'all with one. I'm gonna say this. The sacrificing of your time. So like, I know that if I work a 9 to 5 and I like my job, I'm just gonna work my 9 to 5 when I'm out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if I have passion, and you know, Bobby hit me up. He need a haircut after work because he can't get fit in, and he got a wedding, and I genuinely want to help my guy out, and it's something that I love to do. Why wouldn't I help my man? Why wouldn't I stay after and help 2 or 3 of those people that are in the same situation and then get them out the door if I have the time?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you know, respect your time, but if I have the time, it's something I'm passionate about. You know, and just like editing too. Like I know me and Mr. Graham, we mess around with the cameras and stuff and the editing, and you know, there's been a whole lot of like nights and stuff where, you know, after the kids go down, it's like, man, I'm tired, man. But then you hop on that computer and you start editing, and you up next thing you know till about 1 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? Knowing you gotta get up, but you are
let you go to sleep.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
the passion will let you go to
Exactly.
sleep.
So that's what I was saying.
That's what's up. That was good. That was good.
Liking and having a passion for it. Liking this profession. You just said barbering.
Okay.
You know, I always got a situation.
Don't we all?
I was kind of challenged by, she's now my wife.
Okay.
Oh. Well, remember, you're being recorded now.
Yes,
Be careful.
it's the truth. I can speak the truth. That's what this podcast is about.
Don't get in trouble though. Don't get yourself in trouble.
We had it was a thing of this barbering because her father was a barber.
Okay.
But he took barbering as a hobby.
Yeah.
I took barbering as a career.
Okay.
And it was my profession. She grew up under a barber and he was also superintendent of school. So you know what I'm saying? So he just
Other things.
I didn't have other things.
Right. That's all you had.
That's all I had. You know what I'm saying? So she couldn't understand
The lifestyle?
of why my passion and I spent so much time in the shop and less time with her. So, you know, she left me.
Okay.
Because this profession is hard on us.
Yes, it is.
If you have passion.
He wasn't here when I brought that up earlier.
Right.
I think you had came earlier.
Yeah.
We had talked about I want to
Yeah.
fix the next one.
It's hard on the road show. But I'm proud to say now, she's my wife. Thank God.
Oh, you sure she came back around?
She came around.
Cause she's seen it.
3.5 years.
Her pockets was on months. Her pockets had the months, man.
3.5 years later.
Yeah,
Man,
3.5 years later.
man, her pockets got so
But,
swollen.
but that's what really hit me. Man, this is passion, and nothing breaks me. That's why I can stand for 14 hours.
Right.
So
Because of passion.
So this because of this passion, like you just said, you sacrificed 14 hours on your leg.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sacrifice in a marriage.
Yeah.
In a marriage. That's real stuff, man. For the love of this field.
That's right.
For us to have the freedom to man.
All right, last week, got one more
We
spin.
killing y'all today, y'all. I'm telling you now, we killing y'all today. We is killing y'all today. Go ahead and make that spin real quick. Don't make that spin. They all good. They just deep. They deep questions.
They are.
They just deep questions. That move back one space. Oh, that's the same one. So that mean I got to give you one.
Give me one.
That mean I got to give you one. No.
Keep going.
You can't tell her what you want.
I'm a love. Oh no, you good. You good. All right, I'm gonna do this one.
We'll lean on this one.
I'm gonna do this one right here.
Yeah. Okay.
Right here.
All right, it's a story that I got told a long time ago, right? About this gnat. So the gnat is in a jar. All right, the guy somebody put the top over the gnat, over the jar, right? So the gnat just started jumping up, trying to get out, keep bumping his head, cannot get out. You know what I'm saying? He did it for months and months and months, on and on, months, cannot get out, man. Then one day he just like, man, tired of jumping. Then one day, miraculously, somebody took the top off the jar, but he didn't jump. He was so broken, like he did not jump, and he had the freedom. He didn't want to jump no more. He done jumped so many times, bumping his head. He didn't want to jump no more. You get what I'm saying? But he was free. If he would have jumped that one last time, he was free. What do y'all think the moral of that story is?
Don't get used or don't get stuck with the norm. Don't get stuck in the norm.
Don't get stuck in the norm. Explain, elaborate a little more.
And I'm gonna connect to that how I did, and this is a true story. Whereas the dog that I had some years ago, and this dog was chained up outside. We had him chained up outside, and again, he had a chain that only would go so far, right? And so it got to a point where his chain had got tangled up so bad, and it had broke. But he still didn't go outside of that reach of where the grass he had, the dirt he had done wore down. He wouldn't go outside of that area, even though his chain wasn't connected no more.
Wow. Same thing.
Same thing. So again, I realized he was so comfortable and had done got used to that area. Even when he had freedom to go outside of it, he didn't realize.
Right.
He didn't realize.
Right.
So,
but you got to be willing to still keep going.
Yeah.
Still keep going.
Can't stop, won't stop.
You get what I'm saying?
Can't stop,
All right.
won't stop.
What you
I
think?
mean, you know, I relate all my stuff to, you know, social media, you know, stuff like that. That was a good analogy. That was a good story about it.
Right.
Y'all deep. Y'all real deep. Y'all real deep. Y'all real deep.
It was real.
I mean, for me, it's like, you know, every students and everybody nowadays are so, you know, hyped up. Like, oh man, I gotta get sponsored by this hair product brand, man. I gotta get these clippers. I gotta, you know what I mean? I gotta have this. I gotta have that. The way I'm kind of gonna like tie it in is like, you know, stay consistent with what you're doing. Don't get discouraged that you see, you know, your boy over here got 5,000 followers and you only got 1,000.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just keep putting your content out. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. You know, don't look at anybody else's journey.
Right.
Keep doing what you're doing. Don't let the little setbacks or things happening for everybody else keep you sealed off. You know what I mean? The lid is still open for you to get out.
Right.
You just got to keep doing your thing.
Right.
And eventually, somewhere along the way, something will happen. But you just got to stick with it. If you don't, you know.
I'm loving that youth in this.
Yes,
bitch.
sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, man,
That's different. He came with a different perspective of it. That's good.
That's what these questions are about. That's what these questions are about. So what moral do you take from that?
First of all, I feel sorry for the neck
Okay.
Ooh.
Tell me why.
because he's trained like this jumper. And get tired.
Got tired?
In this profession, can't get tired.
Can't get tired.
You have to keep going and going and going.
Even when you don't want to.
Even you don't want to. At the moment, it's almost like playing a lottery, which I don't play a lottery. But it's almost like playing a lottery. At the moment you stop playing that number,
You know you ain't gonna win.
right, it's not
Right.
it's gonna come out. So keep pushing. You know, I was talking to students last night, telling them, stay focused. You know, my system may not be your system, but we both have a system. So you have to find your system that relates to you, and keep it. Don't move beyond. When you said it earlier in your class, you got to stay. Keep the same system. Consistency. You know, that's the key.
There it is, man. Look, man. These episodes right here, man. We're crushing the game. We is crushing the game with all this love right here. I told y'all, man.
I'm glad to be a part of it, man. For real. I'm so glad to be a part of this.
This was awesome. I really appreciate y'all taking the
Appreciate all
time to
y'all,
have the
man.
conversation. I know there's gonna be some other people mad as that we didn't record, but you know what? This is the core right here. This is our time. This is our time. So I appreciate y'all. I don't know if y'all want to give y'all last, say any kind of last comments, anything y'all want to share.
Yeah.
You want to give any last little bit? You want to?
First of all, I want to thank. I mean, my main two mentors are right here in front of me. I want to give props and kudos to Mr. Graham, because he, even though we went to Harris together, but I would never thought that I would be here. And he's a product of me. And I'm a product of him. And Dino, when we connected, we bumped shoulders. Didn't know that the connection would hit. But this is what this profession does. I mean, it's deep. I'm gonna stop before I start crying.
That's all right. Don't cry, baby.
I feel
Yeah,
you.
just to see where where you come from, man. I mean, it's awesome. It's awesome.
And again, like I say, this is something that, again, I'm proud to be a part of this. I'm very proud to be a part of this profession. And when we get into the history, I always get so excited when it comes to, teaching students that I know are green and don't know anything about the history. It just lights me up, man, just to go there and being able to say that we are one of the world's oldest professions that's documented. You got to realize throughout the world, all these different professions and industries are things but barbering. How rich that is, how deep that is. And one of my bigger things when I met Riddick, it was more so I had a student in my class that had lost his eye to cancer. And these two individuals coming together, it made something that I had been saying a long time come to fruition to make others believers. And I used to say all the time, I would not allow a disability to be somebody's inability for them to move forward and be successful.
Whoa.
And when
Can you run that back? Because we got some slow people that might be listening to the podcast. So run that back.
You can't be talking about disability,
I would not allow somebody's disability to be their inability to not move forward or to be successful if it's something that they really want to do. And to see them two connect the way they did on that very first meeting, it was like, oh man, I was like ready to cry for real, because just seeing them two, here is an amputee, as well as him being, an amputee as well, but how they connected right then, that it was just something so much more powerful. Because I'm like, man, it's barbers out here with both legs, with both eyes, that are not putting in the work that these guys are putting in.
You don't have the vision.
Don't have the vision to understand that. And so again, man, that's the one thing that I really say. You got to have that eagle mentality to be all you can be in this industry. You got to have that eagle mentality, and you got to have that lion mentality. And if you notice, those are the two animals that is spoken about in the Bible, that God identifies himself with, those two. And so it's always been my thought of having the eagle mentality and that lion mentality. So
Leo, man, I'm a Leo too. I'm a Leo, you Leo too.
All right, y'all. I'm about to go back to the instructor Graham right now. Hold on, you're going to be in the back of the class.
The Lions out, baby. The Lions is out. The Lions is out.
All right, sheer perfectionist. They got it.
You good. I usually sum all my everything that's happened to me like so far in this short amount of time. I pretty much sum up all my things in the 3 tattoos that I have. One of them is Beauty and the Struggle, J. Cole lyric.
Okay.
You're struggling to build something. Like you said, this profession is not easy to be in.
Right.
So you're struggling in it, staying up late nights, editing, staying up, cutting late, you're struggling, feet hurt, that's why I think of that struggle part. But then there's beauty in it. Yeah, right. Feet hurt, man. My feet hurt right now, man. I got the Dreamville
kick that right foot, that right shoe off. You gotta get some relief.
I was at the Dreamville last night, man. We standing up for forever, man. But it's that beauty in the struggle. You know what I mean? There's beauty in your journey going through barber school, right? For the students out there. There's beauty in doing what we're doing. Hitting those 9-to-5s, hitting those late clients, fit people in. Doing something good for other people other than ourselves. There's beauty in the struggle for that. And then I got the other two. I got manifest. You know what I mean? Manifesting. Mr. Graham, all the way going back into school, you reminded me of that. Like, you know, hey man, you remember when you was always talked about cutting hair out there in England, in the UK, and it's manifest. Yep. Yeah. So manifest, and the last one I got aim to inspire. So that's something that I, you know, you know, I try to aim to inspire people to keep doing what they doing, to you know, I guess wanna be like me or wanna do things that I'm doing. Right. But yeah, so that's what I would say. That's what.
Wow, man, look. What kind of what we need what kind of award? We need an Emmy. For real. Ain't it what it is? Ain't it what it is? Ain't it what it is?
Emmy for this episode. This is the Emmy episode, right?
I voted us in today.
Is this the Emmy episode?
For the Emmy episode. For the Emmy of the year, I vote the underrated podcast for the Emmy of the year.
Episode of the year. Emmy episode of the year.
Oh, podcast of the year? What did I say?
Emmy of the
year. I'm not in the podcast of the year. Y'all know what I meant, man.
Y'all know what I mean. All the audio and stuff.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
I'll put something together. I mean, y'all do y'all thing, y'all do y'all thing, but I'll put something together.
We put out the house. Not the service of nothing. Oh my God. That's why I got these questions here like this. Like it can get people to think and reflect on themselves. You get what I'm saying? Because like you got to love what we do, man. You got to love what we do. You know, man. This is
all right. So we're gonna wrap it up. They might just say who they are, where they. I mean,
give you your handles and everything. How they can get in contact with y'all.
Yeah. Big Critic on IG. You can reach me on that. Like I said, I'm old school. I do have a Facebook page.
Oh boy.
That's my name.
You feel old.
Spell my name correctly. So, Barber Jr. So you won't have to spell it correctly.
So don't worry. It'll be in the show notes. It'll be in the show notes.
Okay, it'll be down in the notes anyway.
Don't worry. We got you.
Yeah, you can find me as Donnie O'Brien on Facebook. You can find me as Dino the Barber 728 on Instagram. Also as the New Bern Educator. So again, yeah.
What's the hashtag?
Yeah. Can't stop, won't stop.
There you go. All right. You can find me on Instagram under _sheer perfection. I'm also on YouTube as well. I'm looking to start creating like a little educational series and stuff like that. You know, doing some things, outside shoots and stuff like that. But yeah, YouTube, Instagram _sheer perfection. That's where you can find me at. Yeah. That's it.
Look these guys up, man. Look these guys up.
This is another wonderful episode. You know what I'm saying? I'm William Graham, Big Fundamentals.
Yeah, I'm myself, aka Maestro, aka the Great, aka these hands are ordained by the Barber guys.
And tell them this is the Emmy
This is the Emmy award-winning episode right here, baby. You know what I'm saying? The underrated podcast, man. Where we aim to inform, educate, and celebrate the barber profession, y'all. So like, I love y'all guys, man. I wish y'all well, man. And Big Fundamentals, you my man. We gave you your flowers today, baby. Huh?
You better not leave it on leave it laying around a little bit.
Right. Graham and we out, man. We out. Bam. Quiet and sick.
Quiet on set.
Quiet on set, man.